go to a very interesting and influential part of this forum, which is the Czech medical sector. It's more than an investment, it's a relationship. That's how I would like to look at it. It's probably the first exposure, or first knowledge, or first relationship that anybody from outside the Czech Republic establishes his relationship with this country. We would like to look at it at depth from a business point of view. Czech medical, more than an investment. I would like to invite to the panel Engineer Iveta Jakova, specialist from Czech tourism, Mr. Tariq Osman Al-Qasabi, Chairman of Della Healthcare, Dr. Edward Blaha, Head of Czech Spa Association, Mr. Joseph Vimazal, MD, Deputy of Minister of Health. We would like to start with Engineer Iveta Jakova, Spa Specialist from Czech Tourism. Please, take it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Czech Tourism, I was invited to introduce to you our health tourism product promotion, especially medical spas and then medical tourism. I mostly start with some basic facts about Czech Republic, but because of time pressure, I will go directly to introduction of my company a little bit, because we promote Czech Republic as an attractive destination, and one of our topic is health tourism. We have 21 offices abroad, and we do a lot of promoting activities in Czech Republic and also abroad. We also did several of them in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We were in Riyadh, in Jeddah, 3 times even, and in Dammam. We organize a lot of campaigns, and we also issue a lot of leaflets, and we also prepare now some information about spa resorts and medical tourism in Arabic language, and we also organize a lot of study tours for journalists, for travel agencies, and for doctors. This is our official website, where you can find a lot of useful information, and also there is a special spa and health tourism section. We also have other products like culture, active product, mice product of course, but today's topic is health tourism, so we will start with Czech medical spas. We have over 30 spa towns, bigger or smaller towns, which are developed around natural mineral resources, and it is together approximately 200 establishments, and approximately 95% of them are in private hands. They have centuries-long tradition, but they are not old-fashioned or old-school, and they offer modern treatment, modern therapeutic methods. They offer medical treatment as well as medical wellness treatment, and they use natural mineral resources. And we also have several children establishments, and we have, of course, highly qualified, friendly, and language-skilled staff. And, of course, reasonable prices. We offer, like sanatoriums, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. It depends what is choice of your clients or of you. We are very proud to have several spa primacies. We have, for instance, so-called spa triangle in the western part of Bohemia, where is such a big concentration of mineral springs you can't find anywhere else in the world. We have the oldest spa in Central Europe. We have the first radon spa here. We have the spa Karlova Studanka with the cleanest air in Central Europe. We have the first spa Jeseník in Moravia. This is the first hydrotherapeutic spa, and also, for instance, Janské Lázně, which is the first spa to treat cerebral palsy. Unfortunately, there are no statistics for Arab countries or for Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It amongst in the third group of Asian countries, but what is very interesting and important for us, that people from Arab countries stay much longer than is the average, because the average length of stay is 7 days, and people from Arab countries stay like 3 or 4 weeks. Speaking about resources, we have mineral waters, we have pelloids, it means we have peat and gas and climate conditions which are good for people with respiratory problems, and for instance mineral waters are used for drinking use but also for some bathtubs, inhalations. They differ in taste and in temperature, and that's why they can have they can offer special treatment for the body and diseases. Speaking about specializations, there is a list of them, but the biggest groups is treatment of locomotive disorders, neurological, circulatory, and also blood diseases. Traditional spa stay is like 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's medically orientated and everything is personalized, and natural remedies like as I have mentioned, these mineral springs and others are used for this treatment, and everything is very specific to every single person. We also have other procedures which can be obtained in spas based on water, several kinds of massages and others, and very important is also dietotherapy when people have some problems, for instance, with stomach and things like this. We also follow this not only Czech trends but also world trends, that we offer also shorter programs of just escaping of everyday stress, and it's very good for prevention. And what is additional value of spa wellness is that there is a doctor as a consultant, and also these natural mineral resources can be used. It's a wide range of programs like for couples, women, slimming, anti-aging, golf and spa, detox programs, etc., etc. And I would like to mention also medical tourism, which is very popular and which is like a phenomenon of 21st century. It is when people travel abroad to have some medical treatment or beauty treatment, some operations, and our advantages are that we have good prices, we can offer treatment which is unavailable at the home country, or it's a treatment for which patient should wait very long time. We have professional staff, we are very good at top diagnostics, high level of medical research, and also language skilled staff. And as I have mentioned at the beginning, we prepare a new brochure. What is very important is to mention that there is a good connection between pre- and post-operative care, also with connection with spas, in rehabilitation, in orthopedics, oncology, or reproductive medicine. And our top markets, you can see also Arab countries. These are the main medical disciplines which we promote in the medical tourism field. This is bariatrics, or as you can say, weight loss surgery. A lot of procedures like gastric band, laparoscopic, great weight application. We have very good results in diagnostics, checkup programs in case of prevention, cardiology, cardiosurgery, some preventive checkups. We also have some treatment in neurology, neurosurgery, and also eye surgery, oncology, diagnostic and checkups, prevention and treatment, and other branches like orthopedics, not only about prevention, total hip and knee replacement, very good sport orthopedics, traumatology as well, rehabilitations, and as I have mentioned at the beginning, connection with spas, pediatrics, diagnostics, ophthalmology, cardiology, orthopedics, oncology, then cosmetic and plastic surgery, a lot of treatment, very popular treatment I have mentioned here, this surgery, liposuction, breast augmentation, and abdominoplasty, and also reproductive medicine. We are very good at it, and we also have some special, for instance, anonymous donation programs and stomatology. What else? Some culture products. We have a lot of historical sites. We have a lot of beautiful nature, national parks, golf courses, skiing, cross-country, and downhill skiing. So you can not only have some treatment, but also to have some nice holiday if you want. And I have prepared also some photos of our most famous spas. As I have mentioned, Karlovy Vary, Mariánské Lázně, Františkovy Lázně, Teplice, or Poděbrady. I won't mention Luhačovice and Jáchymov because it will be the turn of my colleagues. So thank you very much for your attention, and if you will have any questions, I will be very glad to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm happy and honored to present to you now one of the foremost experts on the health sector in my country, Saudi Arabia, and a very good friend, Mr. Tariq Osman Al-Qasabi, who is the chairman of Della Healthcare. Please.
شكرا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the organizer, the Saudi Czech Chamber of Commerce, and Mr. Hussein Shabukshi. I will try to be very punctual, or if I can. We will start with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia population has grown with a CAGR of 3.2% up to 30 million in the last year. So this shows how our community, society has been grown, and as you know, most of this young people. The second slide shows the health expenditure in Saudi Arabia. Even it was lagging, but the government began to invest heavily in the healthcare sector. So we have grown by 30% over the last 4 years. And you can see where Saudi Arabia and Czech in this expenditure. And the next is the healthcare market has grown phenomenally in 11.5% due to high prevalence of chronic diseases and rising income levels, growth in population, growth in public health care, and the mandatory insurance regulation. This gives opportunity for investors to grow in this important sector. Next is the insurance penetration, which guarantee the reimbursement of payment for the healthcare providers. As we can see, there is a growth in the healthcare insurance for the non-national, for the expat. It's grown from 19% up to 93% covered. Most of them now is covered, and with the Saudi population, it is also growing, and there is a tendency to cover themselves and family with the healthcare insurance. Here we can see that in the Riyadh market specifically, 81% of the Riyadh market is currently insured. 55 of them covered with the C class, which they are the working class. And we can see the high CCH minimum policy coverage. They have increased it from open to 250,000, then to 500,000 reals to cover most of procedures needed for the patient. This is a very interesting slide. The growth in the outpatient visit, in average it was 1.6 due to the high percentage of the government hospitals and clinics. But in the private sector, it is 6.1%, which shows the likeliness of people to go to private sector, to private clinics for whether it is convenience or proximity or whatever. So this indicate, give us an idea about the future of the private healthcare sector and its growth and welcomeness from the society. Here we can see the current healthcare infrastructure in 3 different areas, the central area, Riyadh, and the western and the eastern. We can see the number of hospitals and number of clinics. Of course, the western Jeddah has the biggest number of hospitals because the private sector has started there, but nevertheless is very close to that Riyadh number. We have 78 hospitals and 480 plus clinics, while the number of clinics is below that in the 2 areas. This is a very important slide which shows the gap in beds for inpatient, and we can see the gap because of the population growth and the number of expats who are coming, which is growing in a pace more than the expansion of the healthcare sector, whether it is private or government, and this is an opportunity to invest here. Another important slide is the number of healthcare professionals, which it might be an area of interest of cooperation between Saudi Arabia and Czech Republic. There is opportunity here in whether it is nursing or allied professionals or doctors. Here we can see the statistics which indicate that a typical resident in Saudi visit a private hospital 1.6 times. It is 1.6 times in average, but in Riyadh it is 1.8, more than the average. This is the one before the last slide, which shows what is the high market share and high growth. We can see the high growth in the dentistry and orthopedic, obstetrics next to that, and pediatric. Then we have a high market share for emergency services, but the growth is low because emergency started since quite a long time, and it has been expanded efficiently in the previous time. Here we can see the diabetic and obesity, and we have almost 33% of our people obese, and about 12% is they have diabetic, and the smoking, unfortunately, it is 22%, and there is a need for healthcare services for that. It is brief, the slide, the presentation in the website, and I'm ready to answer any question and later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tariq Al-Qasabi. I'd like now to welcome Dr. Edward Blaha, head of the Czech Spa Association.
So, good afternoon. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Salam alaikum. I shall present you Czech spas as a kind of business which, on the other hand, on one hand is exporting business, but is still bringing the guest into the Czech Republic, which looks like importing the people. First of all, I should explain what does it mean curative spa or spas in Czech Republic. It's not only because of law, but it's because of geology and climate. We are all around the Czech Republic, not in big towns, because there is not a good climate and there are not natural healing sources. So you could see in Praha some spa hotels or hotels with the spa, but it has nothing to do with therapy and therapeutical method we use. We have almost 100 facilities in Czech Republic, but only less than 50 could have an official name as a curative spa, and there are in more than 30 places, towns which have, let's say, special infrastructure, climate, and so on. What is important for foreign investor is that our market is almost fully private. You see the blue on the graph, it's state-owned companies, or there are state-owned companies, and since 92, 93 there is a big growth. There are still potential investments, there are still some state facilities, but other chance how to enter the market is acquisition of existing one. If we are speaking about spas and about the places where they are, then we should remember that only one region is really important from point of view of foreign guests, and this region is region of Karlovy Vary. 85% of all foreign visits are coming to this region. If we are speaking about the market as it is, then you should understand that we are competing for Czech patient. The therapy is paid from state insurance and also for self-payers, and the main group of self-payers are foreign guests. You see the graphics, the blue line means the foreign guests, the red one is our patient from state insurance, and you see the big fall within the last few years because of regulation, which is now going to be changed, but there is a still increase of foreign guests. If we are speaking about foreign guests, then I could demonstrate how important are Arabic guests. It's this green line in a column. In one half you see the market, in second one a company which belongs to us. For us, the Arabic guests are really important, not in place Luhačovice, but especially in place Jáchymov, and not number of guests, but especially number of nights they spent in Czech Republic. To demonstrate how all the faces of Czech spa, the best example is our company. We have spas, which mean not hotels, but resorts on opposite part of the Republic. One is Luhačovice, second is Jáchymov. I will start, you could see them on the map of Czech Republic, and the map of Czech Republic, the map of Czech Republic is also our logo. The green lights are places where we are. We are currently the biggest spa, I could say, chain in Czech Republic, employing more than 1,000 people and having 2,500 beds altogether. But our places are completely different. One in mountain, Jáchymov, is full of foreign guests. The natural remedy is underground in the old silver mine. It's a mineral water containing radon, And our therapy is concentrated on musculoskeletal disorders and neurological diseases. In Luhačovice, opposite place, it's full of Czech and Slovak people, excellent infrastructure, and full of colonnades. Everything is on the ground. Then I will continue just with the pictures, because I mean they will say more than I could do within the last few seconds. Place Luhačovice, I will start with, you see it's in the green field, but it's a city with excellent old architecture of Jurkovic, and here you see our hotels, spa facilities, and wellness facilities. And in Jáchymov, which is in the mountain, near to Praha, 150 kilometers in region of Karlovy Vary, also in nice mountain surrounding, but you see it's our mine, old mine, silver mine. We deliver the radon water to palaces like Radium Palace, or to functional buildings like Běhounek, Kiri. And also I should mention, because we are in the mountain, a lot of Arabic guests are now already coming within the winter. All families, grandpa and ma, they are coming for therapy, and the rest of the family is enjoying this skiing. So thank you for attention, and shukran.
Thank you very much, Dr. Blaha. Behind all this, there is regulations, which is done by the Ministry of Health. Dr. Joseph Vimazal, for the Deputy Minister of Health, would like to share with you some thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Because my colleague speakers mentioned almost everything, I will just give you a short overview, and I promise to stay within the time limit. Next slide, please. Oh, I can. Okay. Let me just mention briefly the history of Czech-Saudi relations. There was a memorandum of understanding in 2006, and our minister Němeček met minister from Saudi Arabia in Geneva in May 2014. In the same days, I was lucky enough and had an occasion to visit Saudi Arabia, and met with Deputy Minister Mohamed Koshim. Was also in May 2014. There is a big exchange already between Czech Republic and Saudi Arabia. There are Czech physicians and nurses working in Saudi Arabia. There are Saudi students of medicines in Czech Republic, and Saudi patients are treated in Czech spas. I would also mention I was very proud and very lucky to visit Czech Rehabilitation Center in Saudi Arabia. Let me just give you a short overview about Czech Republic. We are located in Central Europe. Now we are in our capital city of Prague, and what I would like to emphasize is that our university is the oldest university in Central Europe and was founded in 1348 by Czech King Charles IV. So right now we are here. There is about the same distance from Prague to Berlin, about 300 kilometers, like the distance between Prague and Vienna, also about 300 kilometers. This is a building of our university, and on the left image there is a traditional graduation ceremony in our Charles University in Prague. Top levels of medical specializations were already mentioned in this forum. I would point out again cardiovascular diseases, perinatology, and we can boast for more than 50 years by the lowest perinatal mortality in the whole world, and we are very happy, of course, for that. Then oncology, hematology, hemato-oncology, traumatology, acute stroke treatment. We have many hospitals providing high standard of care, located not only in Prague, of course, but also in big cities like Hradec Králové, Brno, Pilsen, Ostrava. So all over the country, not only in one part, and they focus on various number of medical fields. There is a reform of care right now being done in the Czech Republic, and we would like to create more specialized, or we have already created and we've been creating more specialized centers for treating diseases like for treating cardiovascular diseases, for treating oncological diseases, for treating stroke, and so on. So we are convinced that this is the future of modern medicine, to concentrate patients with specific diseases into specialized centers. As I mentioned, Charles universities, I also cannot forget other universities. We have 7 top medical universities with long traditions, and for Saudi students, we can offer pre-graduate education in Czech or also in English in all these medical faculties, and the same for postgraduate education in wide range of fields, also in both languages, Czech and English. Talking about oncology, we have in one hospital in Prague, Lexel Gamma knife that was installed in 1992. There was a big ceremony. This is in 1992. Our President Václav Havel was opening that center with Swedish Queen, and we've been treating since 1992 more than 1,000 patients per year with Lexel Gamma knife. So we are a world reference center, and we have one of the highest experiences with this type of specific therapy in the world. Also, we have a lot of tradition in medical research, and I'm sorry to mention only 2 institutions, for instance, Institute of Organic and Inorganic Chemistry, that owns world patents in development of anti-HIV medicine, or Institute of Clinical and Experimental Medicine is a leader in transplantation medicine. But of course, other important centers providing especially PhD education for also foreign students. I will not speak about Czech spas. There was a specific talk on this topic, and I will conclude what we can offer. We can definitely offer beautiful country, first-class medical care, spa treatment, with a unique combination of balneology and rehabilitation, and in terms of education, pre-graduate and post-graduate education, not only in Czech, but of course in English. Let me conclude my talk with some memories of a very interesting visit in Saudi Arabia in May this year. Thank you very much for your attention.